Oh. Hello? Hello. Hello. Okay, there we go. I think we're actually working. I realized I never set the audio buses or the audio outputs and inputs for OBS after my computer had to be completely changed. Hello everyone. Welcome in, welcome in. It has been a little bit of a minute, a hot minute even, perhaps. I think the last regular stream I did was like 20 days ago. Like the day of my subathon ending, I'm pretty sure. So it's been a little bit. I also want you guys to know that I have the MSI League game on the corner of my eye right now on my other screen. I'm catching up. FlyQuest, it's game 1. FlyQuest is looking pretty good early game. I don't know. But hello everyone. Hello. I have thoughts. Welcome. It's been 2 weeks. It's been 2 whole weeks. I wanted to do a bit of a casual stream to kind of get back into things. So I have FlyQuest has to lose for the sake of my pick'ems. Those are my pick'ems too, honestly. So like if FlyQuest loses, my pick'ems are pretty set. But honestly, with how BLG has been playing this MSI and how FlyQuest has been playing this MSI, I don't know. Maybe they pull through. Maybe there's something there. But anyway, so it's been a little bit. I wanted to talk a little bit about just the vibes, just how things have been going, how Offkai was, and a couple plans for the upcoming year. One of the big things is that, oh my god, FlyQuest 4th kill. You have a number 2, you freak. I think it's a new YouTube chat thing where it's like the top chatters, the top people that are like actively chatting in a stream get a little number. Also, I'm pretty sure I got Sora's merch in the mail from that notification just now on my phone. I should probably pick that up later. But yeah, so a couple of things that I wanted to do for announcements. Hello, house. Offkai thoughts. Let's talk about Offkai. So I went to my first ever Offkai this year, and if you saw me there, great. I'm not. We're gonna act like we didn't see each other there. we're gonna act online. We have never met, but you know, I was there. I was at Offkai. I did talk to a lot of people, mostly friends. Mostly just people that I knew in the content creator community, as well as I was there as staff for the agency that I work for. That's another update. Hi, I get to finally publicly announce, which I haven't been able to say on stream yet, but I work for Variance Project now, and Variance Project is an upcoming VTuber agency. It's really cool. I do a lot of different types of audio work for them. Only some of it's public so far, but I am very excited to show you guys what we've been working on. Also, FlyQuest might not. Maybe the win is not happening. Maybe the win is not happening. But yeah, Variance Project is really cool. I think you guys should definitely check them out. It's a lot of fun. Their audio work is very fun. The type of stuff that I get to work on is very fun. But yeah, like one of my biggest goals last year, actually, when we hit my first anniversary, which I'm going to talk about as if it was almost exactly a year ago, because like this stream was supposed to happen right after, a little bit after we got home from Offkai, and then other stuff happened. But yeah, about a year ago, one of my biggest goals for the upcoming year was to get agency work, and that happened. I got agency work, and that's pretty cool. Hello, Vinyl, welcome. Yeah, I'll be doing a lot of agency work. for very, very shortly, which is something that I have been wanting to do for a while now, as you might know. So that's really cool. But variants, separate thing, right? Wait, I have memberships. I can give 10 memberships. Let's do that real quick. I keep forgetting about this. And I need to stop forgetting about this because I need to get people a couple memberships. A little membies. Let's see who gets them. I get to give 10 memberships. Oh my god, Helta, thank you for the member. Didn't have to even gift you. Welcome in. I'm always confused what the priority is for gifting these. I'm actually unsure about that. Also, why are the alerts behind me? What happened there? Alerts aren't supposed to be behind me. There we go. Random no? Yeah, but like, does it give more to people that are around more often? I don't actually know. Anyway, going back to Offkai, I'll go into the variant stuff more in detail later because I have a list of like things that I'm allowed to say and things that I'm definitely not allowed to say. But let me just talk about the Offkai stuff first. I think it's time sub times time view. That would actually make a lot of sense. Or like it being associated with those two numbers. But yeah, so Offkai was really cool. I had never gone to a convention before, like as a VTuber. Obviously, like I wasn't going around like on my with my model or anything, but like I wasn't going around. I've never gone to a convention like marketing myself as a VTuber. But I got to meet a lot of different people. I got to meet a lot of audio people. There was actually a Utaite meetup there, and it was really funny seeing a lot of former clients and other mixers and other music writers in the community. I don't know if you guys saw any posts about this, but Sawtones was there, the guy that did Confessions and Miku Miku Beam, those songs. That guy was there. Some of those conversations were really funny. Yeah, just in general, like a lot of people that were in the music community that I've either worked with directly or like have heard of or followed on Twitter for a while, which is really fun. It was a lot of like getting to talk to people about music. Got to meet the Rius Isonder, and he looked exactly like Faker. Okay, man. So that was the main thing. Just like chatting, doing a little bit of socializing as Rius, getting to talk to people, marketing, networking, even maybe. That was cool. Dude, I didn't realize that. Okay, if you went to Offkai or you saw pictures of it, you probably saw people with like a bunch of ribbons on their badge. I didn't realize that was an actual like that was a thing at all. So apparently the big thing now is that like you're supposed to get little ribbons that go onto your badge that you just like tape on one by one with little sticky parts of the ribbons, and then you just have to like stack them on top of each other. And that kind of worked as business cards or advertisement, right? Or like friend advertisement. We got one for Konbini, but like I didn't really understand what they were, so I didn't get one for myself. I'm not gonna lie. We got 100 Konbini ribbons, and they ran out so fast. They ran out way faster than I thought. I also got 100 business cards for myself. If I met you, I probably gave you a business card. But I also ran out of those very quickly. We made Jihoon hand them out for real. Vital the aura farming. Vital was aura farming very hard. And you know, Vital, I want you to know, we talked about this like several times because we kept seeing you around, right? In different parts. And like, I was talking to Midas about it as well. It's so funny because usually when you see people aura farm like that, you're just sitting there like, man, that's a little cringe. But some people like really make it work, and you were definitely one of the people at Offkai that were making it work. It was really funny. But yeah, it was a lot of fun just meeting people. I think next year I'm probably also gonna get ribbons because the idea of getting ribbons, I think, works a little bit better than business cards in some ways. Like I should probably still also print more business cards next time. because 100 was definitely not enough, and I didn't realize that it wouldn't be enough. Maybe 200. But probably 200 business cards, probably like 100 or 200 ribbons next year. Most of them are Mimi, yeah. Hello, Rius. Hello, Moonshiro. Welcome in. 1,000? I don't know about that. But I wasn't doing it on purpose most of the time, not gonna lie. It's just like the outfit and the posing, right? The aura, the confidence that you carry yourself. I feel like that's a general positive aura farm. You need 2 ribbons with the only difference being the I and your name being swapped. What would I swap the I to? Like a 1? A 1? Re-1 us? Re-1 us? Ronus Isonder? No, that doesn't work, I think. Rius Isonder, never way. Never ever. But yeah. Oh, it's doomed. I'm watching the MSI game still. Oh, why? Rius Isonder. Lowercase L. It's like a little Easter egg. A couple of them have a lowercase L Easter egg business cards or ribbons. Interesting. Thoughtful idea, guys. What else was there about Offkai? I didn't see a lot of concerts. I don't really like. Maybe it's just me, but I'm not a huge fan of those kinds of concerts specifically, where it's just like a bunch of people in a flat room with a stage. A lot of them were set up in a bit of a way where it was kind of hard to see anything from what I heard. And also, the couple concerts that I did go to, the audio was like very bass heavy and it hurt my ears. It was hurting my ears. I should definitely bring earplugs next time if I plan on going to any of those concerts ever. But I heard they were all fun. I only went to one personally, but I heard that the rest of them were all fun as well. So I'm sure it wasn't like an actually like a bad experience. It was just like not my thing. Next year we're getting a Rius concert. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I would probably never do a concert if I was singing live. How are you doing? Hey, DJ Clark, what's up? How you doing? I'd probably never like actually do a live concert. I'd probably only do an edited one. But yeah, maybe. Probably not next year. We'll see. We'll see. So that was the stuff with the concerts. I mean, Artist Alley was cool. I feel like Artist Alley is always cool. I literally took out money from an ATM before I went to the con the first day so that I wouldn't spend any more than I had in my wallet. Because last year I went to Fanime. I didn't go to Offkai, but I did go to Fanime. And I made the mistake of having cash, but also being okay paying with card or Venmo. And that was a big issue because I spent way more money than I was planning on spending last year when I went to Fanime. And a big part of that was that I technically had like a budget in mind, but then I could spend past it. And it was really bad. I should not have done that. So this year I literally took out money ahead of time and I told myself like, hey, okay, I have this much in cash, which is easier for the con staff anyway. Let's not spend more than the amount I have in cash. So don't accidentally spend $500 on Artist Alley. Long time no see. Hello, Doc Sweaters. Welcome in. I got a lot of merch. There's a lot of really cool posters. For sure. As a part of like being staff for that agency, we were actually going around looking for artists for the agency art in the future as well. So I got to like actually like look at the art more and more than just like as a consumer and just like look at it and be like, oh, this would be really nice for our projects and stuff. Obviously I was looking for artists for my projects personally too, but you know, it was fun. Offkai was on stuff and I miss everyone already. I think a lot of people got some pretty heavy post-con depression this year. Not even just like not even just content creators, but I feel like a lot of people in general just got post-con depression. I spent less than $100 at the pecan, surprisingly. I budgeted, I don't actually remember how much I budgeted. Maybe, I think it was 250. I think it was 250. I got a couple charms, I got a couple posters. I would say it was a splendid experience. It was a lot of fun. I think I definitely was debating on whether or not I would go this year, but it was a lot of fun. Also, my tracking's being a little bit weird. Are my eyes closing a lot more than you would expect? I feel like my eyes are a lot more closed than usual. Doing 2 cons back to back is brutal. Were you at were you at AX? You have eyes? Okay, there. I changed my parameters so that it would stay open more, but I guess it didn't really work. I don't think so, but if you want to try to change that, I can look into it later. It's fine. AX I heard was really good this year. I wasn't actually on Twitter much, and I didn't know a lot of people that went to AX, so I don't know too much about what happened, but I heard it was fun. What was the cool stuff at AX? I like how all the anime conventions are just kind of turning into like half VTuber conventions now. They're like at least half VTuber conventions, and not like there's nothing that's a full anime convention anymore for the most part. So I gotta spoil this with a pool party. There was a pool party? Anime Expo pool party? Oh my god, there was a pool party. That is insane. Yakuza pool party? Oh, that is funny. That's actually funny. DJ, food, cosplayers, photo ops, and more. Yakuza theme. That's kind of sick, no? I actually really like Yakuza series. That is sick. I don't know the logistics of how a pool party would actually go with that many people. But yeah, it's really cool actually. More VTubers equals more Suicide equals good. Real. Dude, I just saw apparently HoloLive is starting to make like 3-foot tall 20-pound VTuber plushes that are like $450, $500. But they're making like massive plushes of their VTubers, and they're kind of trialing it out right now. I know Pecora got one. I don't know. I don't remember who else got one this time. But they have like a first round that are open now. You're going the Pokemon route? Yeah, it's those like massive $450 Pokemon plushes. It's kind of cool, honestly. It's genuinely kind of cool. It's really expensive. I'll probably never get one, but it's kind of a vibe, you know? It's like a big chibi plush. Kind of sick. But yeah, I think that's about all I had for Offkai thoughts. For outside of like the actual Offkai, going to karaoke with friends, I went a couple of times. That was really fun. Oh my god, is FlyQuest actually gonna win this game? I'm sorry guys, I have the game on the side, and it is crazy. It's a crazy game one right now. I think it's Pecora, Marine, Flare, and Noel. I think that sounds about right. I don't actually watch too much Holo JP, so I don't remember. If they ever come out with Suisei, I'm gonna cave. You're gonna buy a $450 plush of Suisei. It's probably gonna be like $600 after shipping and tax. Minus $500 easy. Okay, that's fair. Tariffs, yeah. The tariffs on Korea and Japan are popping back up soon, I think, which will be sad. But yeah, Offkai was fun. I think getting to meet a lot of people that I've been wanting to see for a while was really cool. Like, especially like just people that I've known in the community, like online for a while now. I didn't like plan meetups with a lot of people, right? Like I didn't like schedule like, oh, hey, do you want to hang out on this day or like anything? Like I just like messaged them and I was like, hey, I know you're at the con. Would you want to like hang out for a bit, like meet up for like, I don't know, 5 minutes around the convention center? And seeing a bunch of people, it was really funny trying to be like, I think like this is the vibe, like this is the vibe of what I think they'll look like based off of what I know about them or what I like, how they act and stuff. And then like guessing if I was gonna be right or wrong. That was kind of fun. Everyone looked really good. It was really fun. I got to go to a few meetups, and then the biggest, I think the coolest thing that I personally did was, if you guys don't know, Umiko did a EP release recently where they released a full like 5 songs or something, or I guess 4 songs and then a piano version of one of the songs. Is it what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's 4 songs that a piano version of one. I'm pretty sure it's 5 total. But I got to work on 3 of those. I made the piano version of one of her other songs, and then I mixed and mastered her first song, I believe, and then I made the 4th one in the album or in the EP. But she actually ended up doing a panel that was like a musical experience. It was basically a concert, but like we weren't supposed to call it that because it wasn't an actual concert, right? On a concert venue. But they ended up doing a bit of a concert online or on the panel with all the stuff that they did for the album or the EP. I keep saying album. Which meant I actually got a rare chance to see my music be played live. Essentially, they were playing it on the panel screen, and I could like be in the room and then experience how other people were like hearing it for the first time live. It was really cool. I don't get to do that very often. The last time I got to hear my music performed live was like whenever I was at like an actual concert where I was performing my music. But essentially it's like, oh my god, I did music for this VTuber and now it's like on a panel. It was really fun. I tweeted about it a couple times because I was actually very sappy about that. Hello, Odo! Hello! Hope you're doing well. But yeah, like it was a room, there's a bunch of people, and then just watching everyone was really cool. Also, apparently, I think I get to say this because I took a picture with them and stuff like that. Skara was there. Skara from OTV was there in the room because I think he knew the person that I did the music for and like some of their friends or something. So they were like, he came to watch, and I was sitting there like, oh my god. Skara is here. Skara is here listening to my music being performed. That's sick. I've been watching Skara for like 9 years now. He was a seat away from me, bro. Like he was literally sitting right next to me. Yeah. That was probably one of the coolest parts of Offkai for me. Being like, oh my god, literally Skara is listening to my music being performed live while sitting very close to me. That was very sick. I don't want to make it weird. I don't want to make it weird. I'm just a big fan. Big fan. Dignitas. Skara Dignitas player. League of Legends. What else was there? I think that's about it. I think that's about all I wanted to say. You know, their downstairs area was kind of funny because they had like an open karaoke room the entire time, essentially. and then board games and stuff like that, and then VTuber card games. I didn't actually like go in those rooms very much, but I did check out some of those places, and it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny seeing just random people like pick up the mic and just do karaoke all of a sudden. A lot of fun. I think that's about it for Offkai stuff. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. I talked about like the karaoke, everything like that. I want to talk about what happened the last few days for me. Because who's Skara? Skara is a content creator that... Skara is like one of the bigger content creators from League. When League content creating was bigger. And he's a pretty big part of the actual like Twitch streaming community. Offline TV, if you know them, he's the one that made that, but I don't know. I feel like there's a pretty big disconnect between the streamers VTubers watch and like streamers that are more conventionally popular. You know what's actually really funny, guys? I've said this before on stream a couple of times, but I don't really watch VTuber live streams that often, outside of like my friends and then a couple people that I really like. Because usually I either watch like highlight videos or I watch VODs. But I generally don't watch VTubers live that often. Kind of funny. We don't want fleshies here. FleshTuber. Well, technically he has a VTuber model now. He's got his little the chonker from EFT. I might have seen him, but not knowing the name. You've probably seen him around in some form because he's been around for so long and he's actually very in this space. But yeah, that was the cool thing. But yeah, let's talk about the stuff that's happened in the last few days, because I was supposed to be doing this stream like a couple weeks ago, or like last week. So last week, when I got back from Offkai, I did the charity stream, which is very fun. Charity stream was very, very fun, right? Or was that 2 weeks ago? That might have been 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, we did the charity stream. And then last week, I was just trying to get some rest and then catch up on work. The agency that I'm working for is on crunch right now. Variance Project is going to be debuting on the 19th and 20th of July. I've been on huge audio crunch for that. It's going very well. I think that the project debut is going to be really cool, personally. But it is still a lot of work. So there's a lot going on. Because it's like a very fantasy lore heavy agency, it's really cool because I get to write a lot of music that's like very, very varied, right? I'm not just writing like basic VTuber trailer music or BGMs. I'm writing like music that would work in like a fantasy game or like to set the setting of this magical thing, right? And it's a lot of fun, but again, a lot of work. So last week I took off for the most part because I was planning on trying to catch up with that because I was gone for a week for Offkai, or a full couple of days for Offkai, like 5 days or something. And the catch up went well. I'm dealing with a lot of problems all of a sudden starting Sunday, which is really funny. So Sunday itself, I got stuck at work for a really long time because I got called to stick around for a little bit longer. Or it was a Saturday. I don't remember when the day of the stream was initially supposed to be. I think it was Saturday. Saturday I got stuck at work. And then I also started having some really bad pain. The pain's not gone yet, by the way, because I'm going to the doctor's tomorrow. But I'm suffering a little bit from what is apparently TMJ, which is that one of my left jaw hinge got like either dislocated or it's just damaged right now because of one of several reasons. I don't know what reason it would be, but something happened and it is very painful. Talking isn't too bad. Just chilling isn't too bad, but there's like a constant discomfort. And then if I chew food or if I open my mouth too wide, or if I move my jaw left to right, then it really hurts. So it's been very painful. It's been very painful the last few days. The first day was awful. The second day was even worse. Today is not too bad. I've been taking Advil, and the Advil has been actually helping a lot. But TMJ, not very good. Makes me very sad, actually. I hope you have a quick recovery. I am going to be going to the doctor's tomorrow. So what I was told, because I got an online appointment initially just to like figure out what the actual problem was and to see if I actually had to go to the doctor's or if it was just like something that would go away on its own. I was told that TMJ could have a lot of different reasons, so they couldn't really diagnose it because each of those reasons would need a different treatment. But they said that it probably wasn't too serious of a case, which is nice. Because the most serious case would be if I got like tetanus, but I have a tetanus vaccine, so it's likely not that, which is good. But there's a lot of other things where it could be like, it could just be stress. It could just be, it could be a variety of problems that are much simpler and could just take some time to get over it. Or I could have it for life, but like it would get better because it's like a treatable thing. One of the two. So one of the two, I'm hoping it's treatable. We'll see. We'll see. Advil's definitely been helping, but I'm going to be going to the doctor's tomorrow morning to get it sorted. All I'm going to say is Lee cures all. Yeah. Funny thing that happened part 2 of why this stream got so delayed. I have... So I was working on some music, completely unrelated to the issue, but it's funnier if you treat it like this. You guys know the rat dance meme? The rat dance, the music, right? Rat dance type beat. I was trying to make a rat dance type beat as a joke because I was getting so tired of doing other audio work. I was like, I need to do something stupid for like an hour or two. I need to do something stupid for 2 hours. So I stopped doing other audio work for that night, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a rat dance beat. So I made the rat dance beat. It's a loop that's like 1:30 long or something. I'm gonna make it into a full rap because it actually came out really well, and I think it'd be really funny to make it into a rap. But the moment I finished making it, I went to bed, and then when I woke up, apparently my CPU fan broke. So it was such a fire beat that my CPU fan couldn't handle. Yada yada yada. Funny joke that way, right? But essentially my CPU fan broke, and then my CPU got a little bit fried, I think, because it was on for a while without the fan like actually working. Luckily, I don't think anything else was having issues, but I ended up replacing a bunch of parts anyway because I've been wanting to replace my CPU for a while, and because my CPU got fried a little bit, it was better to replace that. And then if I wanted to replace my CPU, I had to replace my motherboard. And if I wanted to replace my motherboard, I had to change RAM because I had DDR4 before and I had to switch to DDR5. Long story short, I spent a lot of money. I had to spend a lot of money to get everything changed out, but it did work very well. I did get everything replaced. New computer is very nice. It runs very well. I was capping my CPU on a lot of big music projects before. That's not happening as much anymore, which is really nice. But it took a lot of money and I'm very sad. I'm very sad about it. But yeah, it was broken for like 2 days because I had to have a coworker. I had to order the parts first of all, after I diagnosed the problem. And then I had to have a coworker come by and then help build the whole computer from scratch because I'm not really good with physical computer building. It's a lot of work. A lot of work. Oh, a lot of stress the last few days, honestly. But I'm glad that it's over. I'm very, very happy that it's basically over now. Okay, so that's all for Offkai thoughts. I want to talk to you guys about upcoming plans. So last year, we talked on my anniversary stream. or maybe it was on my birthday stream or like the streams around then. I don't remember exactly what stream it was, but I talked about goals I had for the year, but I didn't really have any ways that I was going to accomplish those goals. I just knew that I had these certain things that I wanted to do, but I didn't really have concrete plans on what to do to get to those breakpoints, right? So this year, instead of just having goals, I worked with Rigel, my manager. I have a manager now, guys. I worked with Rigel to essentially figure out what I want to do for the next year, and I made it into a little slideshow. The time for a little slideshow. If it loads. Time for a little slideshow if it loads. It's loaded. Wonderful. Let's get this thing working, shall we? Dude, I hate having to like add Google Slides to my thing. Hello, Manager-san. I don't think Mr. Manager is here right now, but he's been a great help. Yeah, he's been a lot of help. Let's put this slideshow down. Chad, I'm gonna be covering you for a little bit on screen just so I can have this. I guess I can put it in the top left corner so you guys can have like the bottom message showing, the most recent message showing. I didn't want to make an actual slideshow. I got very lazy, so I just did this. But here are, haha, Rius 2025 to 2026 plans. Wow. I hate that I can't just put like a single year because I decided to debut, or I had to debut in June when I initially started. So I have to do 2025 to 2026. Anyway, it's whatever. I did not put very much effort into this. These are just like slides that I made to remember what I wanted to talk about rather than like actually have a good looking slideshow. Number one, no more language restriction. I'm not gonna, that doesn't mean I'm gonna start swearing a lot because I already don't really swear that much to begin with, but I have decided that I don't want to really toe that line anymore. We're probably not gonna still go to like excessively NSFW or anything, but I'm not gonna keep myself from swearing anymore. And I want you guys to know, initially the main reason why I wasn't swearing was because I was treating it kind of more like work for content creation. So when I'm streaming, I'm probably not gonna restrict myself from swearing too much on stream or keeping other people from swearing on my stream. That was the main thing. I'm kind of tired of trying to figure out like, oh, if I collab with this person, are they gonna swear a bunch of my stream? Maybe I should keep it on Twitch or something. No, I'm not gonna bother with that anymore. I'm still not gonna swear too much because YouTube guidelines hate it, but I'm not gonna actively stop myself from doing it. I'm gonna say swears, but there is a couple exceptions. For shorts and for long form videos, I probably still won't be swearing because I don't want those to get demonetized in any way. But for streams, fuck it, anything goes. That feels nice. First 2 minutes we say no swears, but after that we ball. Exactly. We will make sure that we do not break any YouTube content guidelines. Next one. This is the big slide, actually. This is the big thing that I wanted to talk about today in terms of plans for this upcoming year. I'm making 2 channels. And some of you might already say, hey, Rius, you already have a VOD channel. No, I don't. I haven't uploaded anything on that in a year, maybe more. That VOD channel is super dead. I'm still gonna keep it just in case there's like a big Twitch VOD that I want to save there that I don't have on YouTube, which is actually more possible So it's actually a higher chance that I'll be using the VOD channel for the future, in the future. Reason why? I'm separating my channels a little bit more. So genuinely, my YouTube reach is way worse than if I actually planned this out for the beginning, which is something that I did do, and then I got too lazy to actually follow up on. So from now on, this upcoming year is going to have a higher focus on offline content for me. I'm still going to be trying to stream 3 to 4 times a week, but some of those streams might literally be me scripting an upcoming video, right? Which might be like, I don't know, member only stream or something on the other channel. I don't know. I'm going to be going back to making long form edited videos, because that's something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time, but I just haven't had the time to do it because I was working on too much music stuff. And my part-time job was taking up way too much time, but I'm getting possibly a new part-time job sometime soon, and then that's going to pay more, which means I have to work less hours, which is very nice. The second channel, I don't remember how I did these slides, so I don't actually know what's next, or if I talk about it on the next slide. But my first main channel, Rius Isonder channel, this one right here, is going to be only music related from now on. So this channel on YouTube will have no other content. It is only going to be music related, like videos, maybe music cover challenges are going to be coming back soon. I'm trying to get that started up again. Music writing streams, talking about like the music that I've done for Variants, the agency work, or like showcasing like behind the scenes how I worked on stuff like that. That kind of stream, making BGMs, all of that is going to be on this channel. Music shorts, short covers, music tutorial shorts, stuff like that, going to be on this channel. Everything else is going to be on the other channel from now on for YouTube. That said, gaming streams, I'm only putting on Twitch from now on, unless it's a big YouTube collab, which will still be on the secondary YouTube channel. I thought about this for a really long time, and genuinely, YouTube really hates you. YouTube really hates you if you put a lot of different kinds of content on the same channel. They kill your algorithm. So a lot of the times it's just not really worth it. Frankly, I should be restarting this channel too, but I'm too lazy for that, and I did want to figure it out. No gaming streams here at all. This YouTube channel, no, nothing related to games. But yeah, gaming streams are mostly going to be moved to Twitch, but I will be uploading the VODs to YouTube on my VOD channel. That's mostly for people that can't watch Twitch or couldn't watch it live, because the Twitch VOD system kind of sucks, and I do want there to be some way for people to watch the VODs of games. But that channel is going to be more of a dump channel where I just put up VODs that I don't plan on maintaining as an actual channel. It's just going to be a channel that I put up VODs on. So gaming streams, if you want to watch live streams for games, chances are you'll have to make a Twitch account, or just watch it as a guest. I'm not really a fan of the purple site, I know, but I thought about it for a while, and this was the best that I could really think of. That said, actually, the second channel is okay. What's actually on here? Okay, here we go. What is everything else? What's going to be on the second channel? I'm going to be doing more storytime scripted shorts. I feel like I thought about this for a little bit, especially with Konbini members, my manager, and then like friends that watch my stream. I don't really tell you guys much about me, and I'm not going to start sharing information that is personal and like parasocial, or like would be dangerous to put online. I'm not going to tell you guys where I live, but I do think it'd be fun if I started talking a little bit more about me, or doing just shorts where I talk about stuff. One of my friends does it a lot, Midas does it a lot, and I've been considering doing those for a while. So I've been recording those a little bit behind the scenes. I'm going to be uploading those once I have a bigger backlog. I want to make a bigger backlog first. because the moment that channel starts, it's gonna be full blast for a full year essentially, because I don't want to stop uploading on that channel for a very long time. I'm probably gonna do like literally a short a day or like every 2 days at the most, because I want it to be more consistent there. So shorts are gonna be there a lot. Long form videos, probably one a month. Likely one a month unless I find like an editor that'll do it for very cheap compared to market price, because I can't afford an editor for a video like this every single month right now. But I'll be doing long form videos. I'm gonna be doing like reviews or documentaries for games. I used to do actually like highly edited game reviews before. They kind of sucked. now I'm a lot better at video editing and scripting videos, but I used to do reviews and documentary style videos a lot, and also tutorials. The first long form video is actually probably going to be a tutorial on how people do recording, including the devices and programs you use. Partially because I want more people to be able to do it, but partially because I'm so tired of sending like essays to clients. I'm so tired of sending essays to clients every time they're like, hey, this is my first cover. How do I record? And bless their hearts, nothing against them. I just don't want to write out a big message every time. So I just want to make a video and then be able to send it to them. That's like half the reason why I'm making that. But I also want to make it just for more people in the community to be able to like do covers and stuff. So that's probably gonna be the first video on that channel. It's scripted. I just need to like actually record it. I also got like who was Jinsta Rius. I don't know if they have a different handle that they go by now. But I got them to do little PNGs for me. So they actually have they worked on the banner for my YouTube channel. So if you see the art on the banner of my YouTube channel right now, that's the guy that's going to be making the PNGs for like when I'm talking, because I didn't want to just have like my model going around the whole time. I thought it'd be cringe. Like genuinely, I just thought it'd be kind of cringe to have to like record my model just talking the whole time. And I didn't want to do that. I thought it would also just be way too much effort. So I'm just gonna have a PNG that jumps around a little bit every time I'm talking about that kind of stuff. But I got a couple variations and that's gonna be fun. I need to hire you, and immediately after you drop the video I ask you how to record it. I'm just gonna send you the video. I'm not gonna put essays in there anymore. Stream highlight videos. There's a couple of stream highlight videos on this channel. They're mostly League, and then that one Keep Talking Nobody Explodes video with Cora. I'm not gonna lie, those were probably a big reason why my music video reach died, was because I started posting different types of videos. Those are all gonna go on the secondary channel now. This might not happen for the full year, by the way. Like some of these I might end up dropping at some point, depending on what does well on that secondary channel. This is just the initial plan. This is the initial plan of the stuff that I'm going to be uploading over there. Also, it's going to be called Rius's Fishbowl. It wasn't going to be, but you guys just beat that joke too much into me. I'm leaning into it now. It's Rius's Fishbowl. That's the channel name. If you can find it now, go ahead and try. I'm probably going to link it to my channel and make an actual announcement about it on like YouTube posts, Twitter, Discord. August 1st, I believe. What day of the week is August 1st? A Friday? That's perfect. I'm not going to be uploading anything onto it until August 1st because one, I want to make a backlog, and two, I'm going to be really busy until debuts happen for Variants project. Oh, it's a police car somewhere. But yeah, I'm going to be really busy until debut. So I'm actually going on a mini hiatus until August 1st. I'm still actually going to be streaming like 3 days a week. It's just not going to be scheduled, mainly because I still have to do that stupid Timo challenge. So speaking of that, let's keep going just so we don't get stuck on that slide for too long. I'm still not going to be doing NSFW. Might be doing comic dubs. and stuff like that. I've always wanted to make those meme ASMR videos where it's like boyfriend gets smacked by a shovel in the middle of talking to you. Oh, hello, Akemi. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. I thought those videos were hilarious. I want to make some of those, and like completely as a joke. You are not getting actual ASMR from me ever unless I do like a channel goal or something, or if something goes horribly weird this year. I don't know. I'm open to anything this year at this point. Actually, like I genuinely told my manager like, hey, I'm literally open to anything except for like full-blown ASMR stuff. Or like full-blown NSFW content. Let's see what happens this year. So that'll be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Speaking of NSFW stuff, I said earlier I wasn't gonna be stopping swearing. Right? Like I'm not gonna try not to swear. Like I actively try not to swear. No more of that. But I may or may not be covering a rap soon by a certain individual with no money, with someone else on their channel. So it's kind of funny that that's gonna be like the first thing I release as a music related thing. The moment I said, hey, I'm gonna stop like trying not to not swear. It's gonna be on their channel probably like next weekend or this weekend. We'll see when the video gets done. But it's actually coming out really well. It sounds really good. I'm gonna stop swearing, so here's a rap. No, I'm gonna stop not swearing. Here's a rap. I got to see that broke individual actually. Oh, was he there at AX? I heard that he might have been. I think I saw that he might have been on Twitter, but I didn't actually know. Who's in Paris? None of that. None of that. That's cool. I do want to eventually see him in person at some point. I think he's kind of sick. Hi. I put this in as a placeholder slide that I think I forgot to delete it. I don't know what was actually supposed to be here. If I don't remember, it probably wasn't important. Anyway, subathon goals. You guys finished my entire subathon goal. We hit literally all the non-stretch goals, which was pretty crazy. Howtel literally donated everything up to the last goal that was remaining on my subathon last day. So we hit all the goals, which is kind of crazy. I'm very thankful. I'll probably do another smaller subathon around Christmas, which does mean that I'm gonna be planning on finishing all my goals before then. I don't know when Teemo Jungle is gonna be finished because I hate that, and I don't think Teemo Jungle is ever gonna hit Diamond. But you know, we'll try. Umi Kelku, welcome back, freshman. Hello, Umi. Hi, Umi. We were actually talking about the Offkai Umi Kelku Endless Blue musical experience panel earlier because I was doing that Offkai summary. How are you doing? What are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on having your full EP up on the screen while you had a full audience watching it? Guys, this was Umi. This is the person that I did the music for, that I was talking about earlier. Teemo Jungle is gonna be peak content. It's probably only gonna be on Twitch, to be fair, but it's gonna be on Twitch a lot, probably. I might also, I'm not gonna lie, because of how long I feel like it's gonna be taking, I might also just do it no mic stream at some point, just to finish it and just have all the games on stream. Because usually if I was doing League, I would be playing a lot of games off stream as well. But specifically for the Teemo challenge, I might do like no mic late night, just playing League Teemo Jungle for that. Which is an awful set of words that I never wish I would have to say. I don't know if Umi's still here, but that's the thing. Teemo challenge? Yeah, my subathon, my last goal for my subathon for $1,000 was to do Teemo Jungle to Diamond. So we're gonna have to do Teemo Jungle only to Diamond. And I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna be very sad. I'm gonna be very sad. Hello, Rain, who may or may not be the guy that I'm doing a certain no money broke individuals rap cover with soon. Hello. We were just talking about that. It was honestly the first time I felt proud of myself. I don't usually feel that way, but it was like I could hear and witness the like emotional response to the story. I think it was a very cool experience. I wish you guys, I hope everyone that couldn't go this time can go to something like that in the future. It was a lot of fun. Kind of like a little concert. I actually took a video of the song that I wrote from start to finish, outside like the lyrics and stuff. And I think Umi uploaded it to her Twitter, which I'm pretty sure is the thing that I retweeted a few days ago. I did not get the chance to watch it in full because it was really late. Oh, hey, Rius, the guy that sounds vaguely familiar in a Baby No Money kind of way. You're not even trying to be vague about it anymore. Chat, we're doing a Baby No Money 1-800 rap collab soon. That's what we posted shortly, depending on when everything gets done. But the raps are actually already recorded. You guys know what's really funny? We decided to do it like a night, and then literally the morning after, we spent 4 hours each, like both of us spent like 4 hours recording on it and then mixing it. It took 4 hours from start to finish to record and mix the whole thing for me. I still have to edit it a little bit afterwards. I still have to like do a couple. We're inviting a couple guests to do the Iron Mouse part, but that'll be really fun. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna be planning on finishing my subathon goals by December, because I really don't like when people do another subathon without hitting their previous goals, unless like there's a really good like emergency reason that they have to do it. I personally find it a little disingenuous. So I'm gonna be trying my best to finish all the goals. We're probably gonna do like one subathon big goal a week from now until December. So I had like stuff like make a new, or Chad picks the genre of my next song or something. I don't actually think that one got hit. Let me check. I'm pulling up the images for the subathon real quick. I'm actually, let's just like, I'm just gonna read through all of them. Chat makes tweet already happened. Chat DMs to Konbini members. I'll probably do like a thing on Twitter where people could suggest DMs for each of the Konbini people. I need to draw a Rius emote, and then I need to also draw some other stuff later. So I'm probably do like one big drawing stream for all the subathon stuff. I forgot about the DM thing. Yeah, I'm probably gonna put up a tweet later and just be like, hey, don't tell the Konbini, but I have to DM each of them because of the subathon. Suggest stuff that I could DM them, and then I'll probably like post the screenshots of their reactions or something. I don't know. We'll see. I had Chat Pick's Twitter profile picture. We were supposed to do it, but every time we were planning on doing it, they were like, it was really late at night, and then not a lot of people were around, so I pushed it back a little bit. We'll probably do it like next week or something for 2 weeks. It just has to be for 2 weeks, so we'll see. Chat picks 3 tier lists for me to do. I guess we'll do that at some point too. We'll do like a tier list day. I need to do a ×3 Bulldog Q&A, which I already did last year, if you watched that, but this year I'm doing it without a drink, so nothing to save me from the heat this time. Tier list. D tier, A tier. Chat picks Uber Eats meal was also supposed to happen during the subathon. Also just didn't happen because no one that cared was there at the time, because everyone was kind of just like, I don't know. So we'll probably do that during one of the other subathon streams. Chat picks next cover. I will be posting a tweet about that soon. Rage game plus ASMR, where I have to do a full rage game while speaking in an ASMR like calm voice the whole time. That's gonna be difficult. I'm also gonna be trying to speedrun Celeste while I have crowd control on, so you guys can like add extra things to block my path, which is gonna be really funny. Getting over it, ASMR. It's probably gonna be getting over it. Let's be real. It might be like Jump King or something. I don't know. We'll pick a game at some point. but it's less story mode. I'm gonna be trying to speedrun with crowd control on, which means you guys can donate to block my path or make me like lose all gravity or something. It'll be fun. $500 Rius Timo emote. I have to commission a Timo emote. Oh dear lord. I also have to do a draw my life live, so that'll be fun. I'm really bad at drawing, so that'll be a lot of fun. I think it'll be awful. Maybe we'll see. Who knows? 750 was Timo / not jungle to diamond, so I could play either or. But if we hit 1,000, I had to do Timo jungle only to diamond, which we did hit. So I don't get the little brace, the little comforting embrace of Nautilus once in a while now. It just has to be Timo all the way through, which gives me pain. 800 was I draw 10 viewers in 3 minutes each. So 30 minutes total for 10 viewers. That'll be pretty funny. And 900 was I play horror games for only a week. And I specifically did decide that I can't do it on Halloween week because Halloween week is already horror games. So I had to play horror games for a week. And I also owe someone a horror game. Knock got the Twitch redeem for a horror game, so I need to do that soon. Probably next week at some point. I don't want to do a horror game though while my jaw is like this, because if I scream, I think I'd die. I think I'd physically die. You see this every week. I did say it a couple times before the subathon, but we weren't going to do it during the subathon. Do I want to know what the Timo thing is? Because the only Timo I know is the app. Timo's a character in League of Legends that I hate playing and I think is awful and is probably one of the worst characters in the game. But my chat really likes watching me play it because I hate myself when I play it. But yeah, I don't know. This is a genuine thing. I genuinely don't know if I want to be playing a horror game while my jaw is like this, because if I scream, I'm gonna open my mouth really wide and then I'm gonna actually like physically die in real life. We'll see. That might make it funnier, honestly, for you guys. But if my doctor's like, hey, don't do anything that makes you strain your mouth or your jaw too much, probably gonna listen to my doctor until I'm fully healed. We'll see. Is the raccoon one with the hat and goggles? It is. It is the raccoon one with the hat and goggles. I also had a bunch of personal incentives. I had a bunch of things where I had wheel spins. Those kind of happened during the stream, but usually they were donating like while a bunch of other stuff was happening. So I missed some of them, and some of them I'm going to be giving them just a free wheel spin whenever they want to use one. I also had it so that if you donated $50, every time you donated $50, you would get a short cover that you could pick a short cover for me to sing. That I have DM'd anyone that donated over $50. Some of them donated far over $50 and they got a lot of choices, but I think they're sending some of their choices to other people as well to make me do weird covers. I don't know what's happening with that. I'll probably check in with that sometime soon. I already gave away the top 3 rewards. I already gave someone the free t-shirt, and then 3 people have the role, stuff like that. So that is already sorted, but we'll be doing the subathon goals until December, essentially. Is that it? That's it. Let's talk about the second channel again, though. I've been getting a collection of requests for covers. Oh, dear lord. Do I get to know what the current ones are? Do I get to know what some of them are, or am I going to get surprised with all of them at the same time? I'm worried. I feel like I'm gonna be... I know for a fact you guys are gonna make me do Timo rap. Like, that's like a guarantee at this point, I think. I don't know what else I'm gonna be forced to do as a short cover. I feel like at least some people are probably gonna tell me to do things that they just genuinely think I would sound good in, but like I'm a little scared. I know you guys. I know you guys, and I know I should be scared. That's just it. Oh jeez. Oh no. I'm gonna act like it doesn't exist until I have to acknowledge it, I think. I think I'm just gonna pretend like it's not a thing that I have to worry about until I actually have to acknowledge it. That's probably the best for me, I think. That's probably the best for my sanity, right? Was there anything else I wanted to bring up today? Not particularly. How's FlyQuest BLG going? Oh my god, FlyQuest, second game, pretty even at 14 minutes actually. I still can't believe they won that first game. I also want to cover the Teemo character sound. That is what I assumed, because that's the Teemo rap. Play the new horse game. I'm literally never going to play Uma Musume. Not because I don't like the horse girls. Also, speaking of the horse girls, they're all over my feed, and not even the horse girls. It's just facts about the horses they're based off of. But I'm probably never gonna actually play Uma Musume because I feel like you all know my hatred for gacha games. I don't need to really explain that. But I will probably never play that game because of that. It's reasons. I also am not of the mind of like every gacha game is the worst thing in existence, but at this point it's like very much a stance thing for me, where it's like not all meat is raised poorly, but I'm just gonna be a vegan by stance. It's kind of like that vibe. Which may not be the best comparison, but yeah, I've just decided that I'm not going to be doing it. It's the same reason why, even though I really like Persona, I'm not going to be playing the Persona gacha game. Even though, like, I really like Persona. It's just, I don't know. I think gacha games are a crime against the gaming community, but we'll see. We'll see how it is. I've heard a lot of good stuff about Uma Musume. I've heard it's very fun, and I've heard the horses are very charming, but I was never really like a big anime woman gamer to begin with, so it doesn't like really appeal to me that way. Speaking of gambling though, I do love gambling. You guys should look at Variance Project, the red gambling talent from Variance Project. You guys check them out. Okay, genuinely, real quick, I'm going to be, because I can talk about this a little bit, I worked on the music for the pink talent, Leia Memoria. So I worked on her character theme, and I also worked on some other stuff for her that I'm not allowed to talk about yet because it's not out yet, but I get to talk about more after the debut happens. I'm gonna be doing a stream with each of the audio team members. There are 4 in total, and 4 in total including me. So the moment Variance Project releases, once a week after that, I'm going to be trying to do first a solo stream of all the music that and audio work that I did for Variance and how I did it. And then I'm going to be inviting a guest from each of the audio team members once a week. Hopefully. We'll see how the schedule lines up. And then we're going to be all talking about like the audio work that we did and like how we wrote the music or how we did like certain effects and stuff like that. I always thought that that was a really cool part of VTuber companies and like their trailers and like original songs or like BGM and stuff like that. But no one really talks about it. No one really streams about like how they made stuff for audio work, even though like people do drawing streams all the time, right? So I thought that this was like really a cool opportunity to share just with like general public on like how this kind of stuff goes. I don't know if like people would be actually interested in it. This is me spitballing. I don't know if like you guys would be like, for example, would actually want to watch something similar, but I did think it'd be cool, which is why it'll be happening. So as much as I want to talk about the Leia music right now, I'm gonna hold off until afterwards. But I will say one thing about it, and it's that I saw a lot of comments on the Leia theme, both on the YouTube and on Twitter, that it sounded like Nier music, like Nier Automata music. And I'm very happy about that because a lot of the references that I got for how the music should sound from Leia was to make it sound like Nier, to give it Nier Automata vibes. Like a lot of the references were that and from Final Fantasy 14. So I'm very happy that like people like kind of just heard that and was like, oh yeah, that's exactly the vibe that we're getting. Because that's like a big sign that you've done something well in this kind of work, I believe, where it's like people can kind of immediately tell what the vibe is supposed to be and what it's supposed to be inspired. Which Leah are we talking about again? Leah? I don't think I brought up Leah recently. I was talking about Nier, the video game, Nier, if that's what you mean. But yeah, again, can't talk about it too much right now, mainly because a lot of the stuff that I worked on is not released yet. But I will be bringing it up and I will be talking about it more over the upcoming weeks. And again, their debut very soon, 19th and 20th, so make sure to watch that. Is Leah written like this? No, it's N-I-E-R. Nier. Well, let's talk about Leia the Talent, which is L-E-I-A. Leia Memoria from Variance Project. All the 4 talents are really cool. You should all go subscribe to them and follow them on Twitter. Another game, yeah, Leia. I think you might be a little bit behind. Remember that you can fast forward, like ×2 speed up the YouTube stream to catch up. Sometimes YouTube stream is a little weird. Even though you open it and you don't pause it or you don't slow it down or anything, it just kind of starts behind sometimes, and then you have to ×2 speed it to catch up to actual live, which is very strange. That's a part of why I do prefer Twitch sometimes, because like it doesn't happen on Twitch and just starts and like most people are on the same page or the same timing roughly. Very weird that YouTube is doing that. YouTube is showing that I'm on time though. That's very odd. Maybe it is just late today for some reason. Interesting. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about? No, not really. I'm probably gonna end a little bit early here because again my jaw's hurting a little bit from talking too much, and also I still do have a lot of work to do. But again, this upcoming year, just to summarize, probably gonna be doing 3 to 4 streams a week. Some of them might be working streams as I gather assets or write scripts for upcoming YouTube videos or something like that. I'm gonna be making this channel music only starting August. August 1st is when I will fully activate the second channel. It's already there technically, so you could go like, you could just go subscribe to it if you wanted to, really. But it's there. I changed my whole account. I hope that didn't do anything. Get well soon, bro. Thank you. Hope you feel better quickly. I'm also hoping that I feel better quickly. Because it's like, it's not like full pain anymore. It's just a very annoying discomfort if you felt that, unless I do anything that makes it like fully pain. But yeah, here is the channel if you want to subscribe to it early or follow it early. It's gonna be right here, I believe. Should be it. YouTube's taking a really long time to load for me for some reason. I don't actually know why. My internet's solid. Maybe YouTube's just slow today. Yeah, Rius is fishbowl. It's gonna be there. You can follow it if you want. Again, not posting anything there until August 1st. Not really officially announcing it until August 1st either, but it's gonna be there for when it starts. I think that's about it. I gotta go. I gotta work on Variance Project stuff. I will see you all very, very soon. I hope you guys have been doing well, though. I know I haven't been around for like 20 days. I hope nothing bad has happened. And only good things have happened. Gumba, thank you everybody. Thank you all for dropping by. I'm very happy back. We'll see you soon. I'm probably gonna stream next on Thursday. I'm definitely not streaming tomorrow because I'm gonna be going to the doctor's and then I'm gonna be doing some other work. Most of the day tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm definitely not gonna be streaming. Thursday afternoon I'll probably do some stream. Whenever I feel like starting that stupid Teemo challenge, I'll probably stream. That's gonna be on Twitch. If you get a random 2 a.m. notification that I'm live, that's probably why. But yeah, the rest of this week, no schedule. I'm just gonna stream whenever I feel like it this week. I'll probably do at least 2 this week though, we'll see. Outside of the Teemo streams, those are gonna be separate from now on. For my thoughts. Separate from my thoughts. I don't want to think about it anymore. But yeah, thank you all for dropping by. I hope you've all been doing well. I hope you've been feeling well. And I hope you've been having fun. We're gonna raid into Eva. Eva Avanova. Go say hi to them. Goodbye everybody. Thank you all for dropping by. Bye bye. Bye bye.